Liam was at that tribute for Taylor at the weekend singing Rock and Roll Star. Amazing scenes. 7:27, Richie Anderson, how's your travel?
Thank you so much, Zoe. But we're going to start in West Yorkshire on the M62 on the westbound side. It's queuing at the moment at 31 for Castleford, and that's because of an accident. Salford Priors in Warwickshire, the A46, one lane out both ways at the moment at the Station Road, all the way back to the Twyford roundabout. That's on the A44. They're carrying out barrier repairs. In Stretton in Rutland, the A1 northbound closed at Greetham Road. That's because of an accident. Kate's been on in Somerset to say, Richie, M5 South, one lane out between 21 for Weston-super-Mare and 22. That's because of an accident. The M1 South, we've lost one lane between 29 and 28 for Mansfield. That's because of a breakdown. Got this nightmare in Stoke-on-Trent, Davenport Street. The A5271 in Middleport closed because of an accident and a fuel spillage. So that's between Westport Road and the Wayne Walker roundabout. The M1 southbound, one lane out just before junction 12. That's because of an accident. There's debris on the road, 7 miles of queues. Queues are just before junction 13. If you're in them, it's a half an hour wait, I'm afraid. And finally, Zoe Ball in Hutton in Essex, Raleigh Road, the A129 partially blocked because of a sinkhole. So that's between Hutton Village and Woodland School. So if you're trying to get between Brentwood and Billericay at the moment, it's slow, more in half an hour.
Oh my goodness me. By the way, Sean in Suffolk, we were talking about Taylor, that tribute to Taylor. She said she's still on a high from being at Taylor Hawkins' tribute gig at Wembley on Saturday. Super impressed with Taylor's son, who stepped in as a drummer. He was phenomenal, and that must have been every kind of emotion. For anyone who's trying to get through on the lines to take part in our quiz to win a pair of tickets. We're going to do this every day this week to Radio 2 live in Leeds, which is in 12 days' time, which is also the day that the Strictly launch show goes out on the telebox, when we'll find out who Richie's partner is.
What a day.
What a day. The lines are still really busy. If you don't get through first time, please do try again. And lines will close straight after the news and sports. You've still got a couple of minutes. If you don't get through today, don't worry. We'll do it again tomorrow, every day this week. So you still will have another chance. Fingers crossed.
You've got to be quick.
How are you feeling, young man? Big day for you.
Yes.
We're getting a new Prime Minister today, and you this afternoon are meeting your Strictly Come Dancing dance partner.
I know. I feel like my belly's doing can-can kicks.
So you didn't sleep last night?
I had 1 hour. I got in bed at 8, and then I woke up at 9. I was like, today's the day.
I actually had a dream about you getting your dance partner.
Who was it?
Prod Squad. I'm not going to tell you because I'm trying to see if I have supernatural powers later on. But the whole Prod Squad were there. Reverend Kate Botley was there.
Yes.
I was hiding under the desk to try and check out the legs of the person who was hiding.
You've been told about doing that.
I know. I know, really. Back off. Back away, ball. Back away, ball. But yeah, how are you feeling today?
Just, it feels real. It actually feels real now.
It's really happening.
Yeah.
It's really happening, Richie. We are so excited for you. Big day, everybody. Okay, hopefully you've got through on the lines for the tickets. We'll find out. We'll play that little quiz very, very soon. And we'll talk more with Richie about Strictly a little bit later on. First of all, it is time for the headlines. On to with our Claire.
BBC News at 7:30. This is Claire Ronacres. Liz Truss is expected to be named the new leader of the Conservative Party this lunchtime. The Foreign Secretary has led her rival Rishi Sunak in polls of Tory members throughout the campaign. Police in Canada are hunting 2 men after at least 10 people were killed in a series of stabbings in the province of Saskatchewan. The country's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has called the attacks horrific and heartbreaking. 3 men remain in custody after being arrested in connection with the death of Olivia Pratt-Corbell. The 9-year-old was shot dead in her home in Liverpool last month. And millions of people across England and Scotland are being invited to have an autumn COVID booster jab from today. A second vaccine, which protects against both the original strain of COVID and the Omicron variant, was approved by the regulators last week. The weather, spells of rain for northern Scotland. Further south it'll be mostly dry with sunshine, although a band of showers will push in during this afternoon. BBC News are next at 8.
Thank you very much, Claire. Hello, Mikey. How's your sport?
Morning, Zoe. Well, the brand new uniforms are ironed, lunches are packed, pencils sharpened for thousands of people across the country today. It is back to school, and it was clear in the Premier League yesterday that one team has gone straight to the top of the class.
United played forward, and Eriksen takes it on, and Eriksen squares it, and Rashford makes it 3-1. That will surely condemn Arsenal to their their first defeat of the season.
This is a massive win. There was a really good spirit, and the spirit again brings us to win, because I think from this team it's really hard to beat.
Yeah, Manchester United are a side reborn, lost their first 2 matches of the season. They've now won 4 on the spin, including a very impressive 3-1 win over Arsenal yesterday, which takes Erik ten Hag's side 5th in the table. Brighton are 4th after they beat bottom side Leicester 5-2 at home. Other big football news this weekend was, of course, the Lionesses. They are heading down under after qualifying for next year's World Cup with victory over Austria on Saturday. Meanwhile, in F1, there's still 3 months of the season to go, but the driver's title looks to be all over bar the shouting, with Red Bull taking it to the max.
Checkered flag falls, and it is race victory for Max Verstappen again at his home circuit. Over 100,000 Dutch fans are delighted.
Yeah, Max Verstappen is now 109 points clear at the top of the driver's standings after winning his home Grand Prix yesterday. Race to forget for Lewis Hamilton, though, who was in a really good position but undone by Mercedes bodging his tyre changes. And in tennis, defending champion Daniil Medvedev is out of the US Open. He was beaten by Nick Kyrgios. Coco Gauff is into the quarterfinals.